The negative is a reflect. And realize some teachers will make you say reflect over the x-axis. As you get to pre-cal, you may be reflecting over the x, or you could reflect over the y. This 2 tells me I am stretching by 2. And then minus 3 tells me it is right 3. Okay, so this is the parent function. Anything different from this 2 to the x has to be taken care of in the problem. Does that make sense? So what happened to this? It was negative 2 and then minus 3. All right, on this one, it is compressed. Yes. The 2 tells me I'm stretching. This 2 up here is the base, but it's here. Not this 2. This 2. Yes, because it's the same function, but it's having different transformations to that parent function. Okay, compressed by 1/3. Did it move left or right? No, but it did what? Up 8. Good? All right, number 3, write the equation. So vertically compressed by a factor of 1/3. So you're going to have y equals 1/3. And then my parent function is 3 to the x in this problem. So that's going to be 3 to the x. So you see that that b is going to change in every problem. Does everybody see that? Okay, then it's shift left 3. So where does the left 3 go?
Plus
X plus 3 and then down 8. So minus 8. Okay, this is like what was on your test that some of you didn't do so well on. So make sure anybody have questions. Okay, is it getting easier? Okay, so we have a reflect across the x-axis, so that's going to be a negative. Vertically stretched by a factor of 5, so that's my A. And then my parent function is 3. And then up 7. So where's the 7? With the x or out here on the side?
out on the side.
So plus 7. Good? Okay, let's look at number 5. The graph calculator screen shows f of 2x and its reflection g. Which could represent g of x? A? So f of x is this one here. Which one can represent the one going down?
Yeah, C.
C? Yes. What's the difference between C and D?
Oh, it has a negative.
D has a negative x. We won't be talking about the negative x, but that would reflect it over the y. Yes. Okay. The screen below shows the f of x. So this is f of x. What could represent g of x? So what's happening between this graph and this graph? It's being... What's happening? Did it get bigger? Huh? It's reflected, right? So what makes it reflect? The A. So this wouldn't be and this wouldn't be because it has a negative x. And we haven't talked about a negative x, so that's not going to be part of what we do. All right, here the graph calculator screen shows f of x equals 2 and a graph of g. So one of these, and it moved to the right 3 and then up so many. So which one would be this one? Okay, it moved right 3, right?
Which one's the parent function?
That's the question. Which one is the parent function?
Oh, wait. Here, the bottom was the parent function. So it's going left and then up.
Left and then up.
So
So which one? We're talking through. I'm trying to make sure. Do you see the bottom function is the parent function because this is the dotted one, right? So what happened from here to there? Huh? Okay, we're going to say this is f of x. This is g of x. So because f of x at 2 of x would be here, right? So it had to go up 3 and then it went left 3. So which one would that be? A or D is what's questioned now. Okay, so this tells me I went which way? No, this tells me down. Did I go down? No. So up and left. Yes? Everybody understand that? Okay. Let's look here. So write an explicit expression in the terms of g of x described below using the parent function 5 to the x. So I'm going to do the first one with you, and then I'm going to let you do the rest of the page, and we're going to go over it. So if it goes up 2, you have 5x plus 2. Does everybody understand why I put 5 in this problem? Because it told me right here to use 5 of x. Oh, good heavens. Okay, so let's look at this one real quickly. I want to continue with something that we were talking about earlier. So this didn't ask you. What would the asymptote on number 7 be? Huh? Y equals 2. Yes? Because it comes from the k. Your asymptote is y equals k. Asymptote's y equals k. All right, so I want you on 8 through 13 to write your asymptotes. And you have to remember it's y equals k. If there is not a k, then it will be 0. You will always have an asymptote on exponential functions. All right, so check that. Tell me if you have a question. Anybody have a question on that? Okay, so let's look at the worksheet I just gave you. And Jackson, this should come in your packet, but y'all can, we're going to do these first 3 real quick as a review. So if you want to just take a piece of paper out, you can write with me. Okay, we are looking for the average rate of change. Okay, some of you did not get this on your last test. So the average rate of change for linear functions, we know that as a, what's that called? What is average rate of change called for linear function? Slope. The reason we can call it slope is a constant slope there, okay? So here we have a linear function. We know immediately what the rate of change is going to be from this function. What is it without even doing any work? 2. How did I know that? Because it's with the x, okay? But let's do the math because that's where you're having trouble, okay? So if I put a, I'm finding the slope from -1 to 2, okay? So if I put a -1, so if I'm evaluating when x is -1, I get 2 times -1 plus 3. So that's -2 plus 3 is 1. So that ordered pair is -1, 1, because x was -1 and I solved for y. Some of you did not connect this in the last unit, okay? Like you did this part, but then that's as far as you went. You just found y's and you never found the slope. Then, so then I'm going to look from x is 2, so I'm going to put a2, 2 times 2 plus 3. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's going to give me 2, 7. Good? So then I use the slope formula or the rate of change formula, which is so I get 7 minus 1 over 2 minus a -1. Watch your negatives here. So I get 6 over 3, which is 2. Does that make sense what we were doing last? Okay, so I want you to take these two and I want you to find your ordered pair and then find the rate of change. So which one of these 3 functions, A, B, or C, has the greatest rate of change? A. Why is function A greater? Because it's 2, 1, and 7 over 6. And recall, you don't look at it, the signs. If one of them was negative, you only look at the number. The sign tells me if it's decreasing or increasing.